So, you want to save some money? It's a common belief that you need to be a financial wizard or have a six-figure income to build up your savings, but let me tell you, that's simply not true. Despite what society might tell you, becoming financially savvy doesn't require a degree in economics or a hefty inheritance. In fact, saving money is surprisingly straightforward, even for those of us who aren't math whizzes or investment gurus. You see, the key to saving money isn't about complicated formulas or secret investment strategies. It's about changing your mindset and adopting a few simple habits that anyone can follow. Think of it as a marathon, not a sprint. Sure, you might not see huge results overnight, but with a little patience and perseverance, you'll be amazed at how quickly your savings can grow. Let's start by debunking some common myths about saving money. First off, you don't need to make drastic lifestyle changes or deprive yourself of the things you enjoy. Saving money isn't about living like a hermit or scrimping on every little expense. It's about being smart with your finances and making conscious decisions about how you spend your money. So, forget about cutting out your daily coffee or swearing off avocado toast. Instead, focus on making small, sustainable changes that you can stick to in the long run. Now, you might be thinking, but I'm not a financial expert. How am I supposed to know where to start? Well, the good news is that you don't need a PhD in economics to start saving money. In fact, all it takes is a little bit of common sense and some basic financial know-how. So, let's break it down into simple steps that anyone can follow. Step 1. Track your spending. Before you can start saving money, you need to know where your money is going. So, take some time to track your spending and identify any areas where you might be overspending. This could be anything from eating out too often to splurging on unnecessary gadgets. Once you know where your money is going, you can start to make more informed decisions about how to allocate your resources. Speaking of tracking spending, let's dive a bit deeper. Use apps or even a simple spreadsheet to categorize your expenses. Are you spending more on dining out than you realized? Do you have subscriptions you've forgotten about? Tracking every penny might sound tedious, but it's a game changer. Seeing your spending habits laid out in front of you can be eye-opening and might even give you that little nudge you need to cut back on unnecessary expenses. Step 2. Set realistic goals. Saving money is a lot easier when you have a clear goal in mind, so take some time to think about what you're saving for and how much you'll need to achieve your goals. Whether it's a new car, a dream vacation, or a rainy day fund, having a specific target to aim for will help keep you motivated and focused on your savings journey. But let's get more specific. Write down your goals and break them into short-term and long-term categories. Maybe in the short term, you want to save $500 for an emergency fund. Long-term, perhaps you're aiming for $20,000 for a down payment on a house. Breaking it down like this not only makes your goals feel more achievable, but also gives you a roadmap to follow. Step 3. Automate your savings. One of the easiest ways to save money is to set up automatic transfers from your checking account to your savings account. This way, you can pay yourself first and ensure that a portion of your income goes towards your savings goals every month without having to think about it. Plus, automating your savings makes it harder to dip into your savings for impulse purchases, helping you stay on track towards your financial goals. Let's talk more about automation. Set specific dates for your automatic transfers, preferably right after payday. This way, you're saving before you even have the chance to spend. And if you can, automate savings into different accounts for different goals. One for emergencies, one for that dream vacation, and maybe one for future investments. Seeing each account grow can be incredibly motivating. Step 4. Cut unnecessary expenses. Once you've identified where your money is going, it's time to start trimming the fat. Look for any recurring expenses that you can live without, like unused subscriptions or memberships, and cancel them to free up more money for savings. You'd be surprised at how much you can save by simply cutting out the things you don't need. Let's get specific here. Go through your bank statements and highlight those little charges that add up. Maybe it's a gym membership you never use, or multiple streaming services when you only watch one. Cancel those and redirect that money into your savings. And hey, don't just cancel. Replace. Find free or cheaper alternatives. Work out at home with YouTube videos instead of paying for a gym. Borrow books from the library instead of buying new ones. Little changes like this can add up quickly. Step 5. Shop smart. Saving money doesn't mean you have to stop spending altogether. It's all about being smart with your purchases. Look for deals, discounts, and coupons whenever you can, and consider buying in bulk or shopping secondhand to save even more. And remember, just because something is on sale doesn't mean you have to buy it. Only purchase things that you truly need or that bring value to your life. To expand on this, become a deal detective. Sign up for cashback programs, use apps that compare prices, and don't be afraid to haggle when appropriate. Also, consider the timing of your purchases. Big-ticket items often go on sale at certain times of the year. Plan ahead and wait for those deals. And for non-urgent items, practice the 30-day rule. Wait 30 days before making a purchase. If you still want it after 30 days, it's likely a worthwhile buy. If not, you've saved yourself some cash. Step 6. Build an emergency fund. Life is unpredictable, and having an emergency fund can save you from financial ruin. Aim to save at least 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses. This fund will be your safety net for unexpected expenses like car repairs, medical bills, or job loss. Creating an emergency fund is like building a financial cushion. Start small if 3 to 6 months seems overwhelming. Begin with a goal of $1,000. Once you hit that, keep going. Treat it as non-negotiable. This is money you don't touch unless it's truly an emergency. And keep it in a separate, easily accessible account to avoid the temptation to dip into it for non-emergencies. Step 7. Educate yourself about personal finance. Knowledge is power, and the more you know about managing money, the better you'll be at it. There are plenty of free resources available online: blogs, podcasts, YouTube channels, and even free courses. Make it a habit to learn something new about finance every week. Start with the basics like budgeting and debt management, then move on to more complex topics like investing and retirement planning. The more you learn, the more confident you'll become in making financial decisions. And don't be afraid to ask for help. Financial advisors, even just a session or two, can provide valuable insights tailored to your specific situation. Step 8. Live below your means. This doesn't mean you have to live in deprivation, but it does mean making thoughtful choices. Do you really need the latest phone model? Is dining out multiple times a week necessary? Prioritize your spending on what truly matters to you and brings you joy. Living below your means can be as simple as making small adjustments. Maybe you cook at home more often, find fun and free activities instead of expensive outings, or stick to a budget for discretionary spending. These changes don't have to be painful. In fact, they can lead to discovering new hobbies and habits that are both enjoyable and economical. By following these simple steps, you'll be well on your way to building up your savings and achieving your financial goals. And remember, saving money is a journey, not a destination, so be patient with yourself and celebrate your progress along the way. With a little discipline and determination, you'll be amazed at how quickly your savings can grow. So let's recap. Track your spending, set realistic goals, automate your savings, cut unnecessary expenses, shop smart, build an emergency fund, educate yourself about personal finance, and live below your means. These steps aren't complicated, but they do require a shift in mindset and some consistency. And remember, you don't have to do it all at once. Start small, make incremental changes, and watch as your financial situation improves over time. You've got this. Saving money isn't about being perfect, it's about being persistent. Celebrate your wins, learn from your mistakes, and keep moving forward. Before you know it, you'll have a healthy savings account and a lot less financial stress. Happy saving.